Everybody doing today? So we vibing. So far there is nobody watching, but hey, how's it going to later viewers? We got our friend Erwin here with us, and we got some amazing orange soda. So we're gonna pop that open. What's up? Some people are joining. Hello, Susan. Hello, Matthew, and Mary, and Caitlin, and Jeremy. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. So we are here today because there's a new song, and it's a vibe. But you know, we try to make all the songs a vibe. But this one is special because they're all special. That's right. Yes. Yeah, I'm great at this. Hyping it up. But yeah, so this song is called Summer Home. It's, I mean, really, you're just gonna have to hear it, but I really like the vibe of it. It's very much a chill vibe, but energy as well. And wrote it with my friend Mykyl. He is also artist on it, collaborating. So fun collaboration. He's one of the artists on the Young Pop Renegades kind of sphere of things. Well, he's on the volume 2 of Young Pop Renegades. But anyway, so yeah, in 25 minutes we'll be watching the premiere for the lyric video for the song. So you'll get to hear it early if you stick around. But yeah, we gotta kill 25 minutes here. So why don't you guys pop some questions down here in the chat for me if you have any questions. Someone said, where is Savvy? I believe she's going to be joining. I didn't give her very much notice. I kind of just thought she knew about the live, but apparently I didn't really mention it much. So she may be joining, so that's my bad. But yeah. How do you guys like my amazing orange? Amazing orange. Orangey tang. It's pretty good. Okay, there's not a lot of comments here yet, but that is okay. Okay, here we go. Commander Chaos says, anything in particular inspired the lyrics to this one? Yeah, I mean, so it's a bit of like a relatable song for people who have had like trouble getting into like even having the chance to have a relationship. It's about kind of like being like stuck in the friend zone. And you're in the friend zone so often that you have to build a summer home there, metaphorically or whatever. So that's like what the song is. Which when we were writing it, I actually came up with that idea, the summer home thing, like summer home in the friend zone. So pretty proud of that. But yeah, when we were writing it, the lyrics, like it all just really flowed. I think we wrote it all in one session, pretty sure. G-Force says, how many siblings do you have? I have a lot of siblings. So originally I had 7 siblings, and then when most of us were mostly grown up, my parents adopted 3 more little ones. So I have 3 little new siblings. They're like between 6 and probably like 7 and 12 now, the 3 of them. So yeah, there's 11 of us total now, but originally 8. Yeah, so a lot of siblings. Mary says, why have you been preferring to do live streams here instead of Insta recently? Yeah, good question. One reason is that some people that I know of, like, for example, in my Discord and whatever, don't have Instagram, but like everyone has YouTube. So that's one reason. The other reason is I just have a lot more followers on, or subscribers, like on YouTube than Instagram. So it kind of makes sense, like a lot more, like 4 times as many roughly. So yeah. Caitlin says, what's your favorite color? Can you guess? I bet you can guess. I bet you can guess. Go ahead and drop your guesses in the comments. Jeremy says, talk to us about the business of music. Can you make a living? That's a great question. Yes, so you can make a living. It is hard to make a living doing music. You have to be basically low-key doing as well as I am or better to make a living. And then I, like, recently had a bunch of, like, some dental work I had to get done, and that was super expensive, so that put me way back, but doing all right anyway. Norma says, have you heard of Forrest Frank? I think I have. Isn't he like a indie, like, Christian artist or something? Jeremy says, is radio relevant anymore? Yes. Yes and no, you know. It's less relevant than it used to be, but it's definitely not dead yet. Yet. I don't think it will actually die, possibly ever, but if it did, it would be quite a while from now, because there are a lot of people who still like to be able to just flip on something and, like, have the music play to them, and they don't have to think about it. That's valuable to some people. So radio hasn't died. I myself still get, like, a decent amount of, like, exposure or whatever from, like, Christian radio if I have a song going to Christian radio. All right, another question from Jeremy. What's it like working with streaming services? So I don't really work with streaming services. Basically, you just send your songs through a company to have them distribute it, like, everywhere. iTunes and Spotify and whatever. There's a few different ones like TuneCore, DistroKid, Route Note. There's more. Ditto or something. Anyway, CD Baby. Yeah, you basically just work with one company to distribute your music, and they just distribute it for you for either, like, a fee or a percentage. G-Force says, cool, I have 5 sisters. That's awesome, dude. That is a lot of sisters. Oh, but I have a lot of brothers, too. I have 8 brothers. So, yeah, that's a lot of brothers. Why do you like blue so much? I mean, it's a great color, but why that color particularly? Okay, so there's a lot of reasons I like blue. First of all, it's, like, so cool how it's like it can be exciting, but also very chill. Like, somewhat other colors can be that way, but, oh, everyone's guessing blue. Yeah, obviously it's blue. Except Matthew N said it's obviously gray. You're not entirely wrong. That's one of my favorite colors. Which sounds so boring. When I was a kid, if I had said, like, I like gray, I would have been like, what is wrong with you? But at least for, like, clothing, it works really well. Gray, especially, like, gray with blue and stuff, you know? But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go long into an explanation of why I like blue, but I just think it's, like, very, like, feels very creative, dreamy, very surreal. It's, like, larger than life, kind of. Not like a ton of things in nature are blue, so it seems a little bit like sci-fi and electric, you know. What inspired you to do the song Fade? Yeah, so I did Fade is with my friend Joshua Micah. We just wanted to work together, and we just wrote that song, and um, it's very much about like low key, just chasing your dreams, whatever. It sounds that's the worst explanation for it. So there you go. There's my terrible explanation. Why did you write Alice? Good question. So Alice for me is very much like me going deep into like trying. It just felt like very deeply artistic and um, I don't know, kind of like without being very specific, kind of felt like it definitely like shared a part of inside of my head, like um, I don't know. It's hard to like figure out how to say that, but like it kind of shared a piece of me. I feel like that song just because of how like deep and interesting and cerebral it is or whatever. Commander Chaos says, we found you on our local radio in Green Bay. Roses was being played frequently at the time. Oh yeah, I played a show in Green Bay one time. Uh, and then I broke my leg the next day in Green Bay. That was fun. Yep, that is a true story. What inspires the songs you create? A number of things, but the biggest thing is that I love making music. It's just fun. It's fun that it's like emotional expression, it's creative expression, um, and it's like in a way it's like a puzzle too. It's like how can I make this groove really good, or how can I make this melody just feel right? You know, I don't know. So it's just fun making music. I love it. Oh wow, Emerald Tiger says I have 7 sisters, only 1 brother. That is very similar to my family before we adopted the 3 youngest. There was me and 6 brothers and 1 sister. So pretty close. What's the best way for your fans to support you? Best way, I would say, man, best way. The way that I would say most of my fans should support me is just listen to my music on Spotify or Apple Music or buy my songs on iTunes, whatever is the way that you want to consume music. Like I definitely want people to listen to my music because they want to, like, and the way that they want to. So I'm not a big stickler on that, but other ways, if you wanted to like go above and beyond whatever, you can buy my merch. It's on my website. I'm thinking about creating a Patreon so that people can help support me, and I can have a place to do more like exclusive behind the scenes content, whatever, just like more stuff that no one else gets to see, cool behind the scenes stuff. Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing that. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, but there's a lot of like things keeping me busy, and it's hard to like know which ones to do. It's like to-do list gets longer and longer. It's how it be. Says, I found ye through rabbit trails regarding God's Not Dead, LOL. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I have a song. I had 2 songs actually on the inspired by the movie God's Not Dead album or whatever. The songs weren't actually on the movie, but yeah. Sorry. This amazing orange is getting to me here. We have a Savvy entering the premises. What's up? Everybody say hi, Savvy.
Hi, Savvy. Hi.
Norma Reuter says, can you make a Minecraft server, please? I got news for you. I have a Minecraft server.
And you can play on it.
You could play on it. Just message me not on YouTube. I don't even know how YouTube messages work. But message me like on Instagram or something. Yeah, and I could give you the details on that.
Hook you up with the deets.
Christian Simpson says, I love me some gray clothing. Favorite color. Blue is the best. Purple is the rarest color in nature. Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah.
You're
My
the
favorite
rarest color
color.
in nature.
I bet I am way behind on comments, so sorry about that, guys. Christian says, Alice is so good. Might be my favorite song of yours, actually. Lily King says, I love Alice. Emerald Tiger says, Alice fits my personal vibe almost perfectly. I love it.
All these people are
So,
very
yeah, people
in their
like
own
it.
heads,
People
for
like
sure.
Alice.
I feel like that's why Alice is so relatable.
It's funny, though, because it doesn't have, like, a ton of streams compared to other songs, but the people who do, like, are familiar with it really like it.
I think that's because it's art. Like, you don't listen to it a bunch of times in a row, but every once in a while you're like, oh, I need to hear Alice.
It's all good. It's just, it's all
It's all good. He's just depressed.
Right. Jeremy says, what does your creative process look like? What comes first? The beat, the hook, the lyrics?
Well, first he starts just tapping on random things, and eventually it becomes a song.
Mm-hmm. I just do a bunch of tapping.
Give a real answer.
Yeah, I just record myself tap dancing, and then and I say, what's the groove on this? No, yeah, so usually I start with the beat, like, so not necessarily like drum beat, but like I'll start with some kind of instrument. A lot of times I'll make a riff with a synth or something, and that becomes like the intro of the song, and I just like copy paste it and add more things.
Yeah.
And pretty quickly sometimes you have like a bit of a good sounding beat going, so.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit like if someone sat down at a piano and just like came up with a melody, then wrote the rest of the song based on that. But because you start with a synth, I think you get different things then. Like if you just sit down and play a piano, I feel like you get a lot of sad songs, and Matt, you like hyper than that.
Yeah.
And I think it's because you're writing with a synth to start usually. It's more like energetic, hopeful sounding.
Yeah, I can see that. May Bay says, is that drink any good? Yes, this amazing orange is decent. So we were at the store and I was like, this is like half the price of other ones. And I'm like, what flavor would still taste good with like a cheap brand? And I was like, I think orange would be the one. Commander Chaos says, come back to Green Bay, but no leg breaking this time. Yeah, I think you played the Cup of Joy. Yes, I did.
You're gonna start making rules.
Yeah, I'll break my legs if I want to. Who isn't someone gonna say break a leg? Like, come on, you know?
You take things too literally.
Tablet Smithson says, where do you find the sounds for your instrumentals? Synths, drums, etc.
He makes a lot of them because he's a genius.
I make a lot of them myself. So synths and stuff, for the like a large majority of the synth sounds I use, I've designed those myself.
Tell him about your sample pack.
Yeah. So drums, usually I was just using samples that other people have made, drum samples from like Splice or whatever. But I've started making my own sample pack for drums, so I use a lot of those now, and I'm going to be putting that on Splice probably too, so selling some of my drum samples.
And
so if any of you guys are
most of the way done with it, so
yeah, I am.
If
any of you guys are producers or whatever, you should use my drum samples when they come out, which will be like kind of soon. Caitlin says, what's your favorite song of the ones you've made? I always have a hard time with this question.
Hideaway's pretty good as far as a modern one.
As far as recent songs, I really like Hideaway.
Yeah.
I do really like all the really recent ones I've made, though, like The Rhythm.
This one's super good.
Falling Faster. This new one that's coming out tonight, I like a lot as well.
And he and a
Mykyl.
couple other people just wrote a song a couple days ago.
Oh yeah.
You guys are gonna freak out. It's so good. I really like it.
Has kind of like Spanishy vibes,
Yeah.
like.
Ay, ay, ay.
Norma Reuter says, "I told my friend about you, and now she loves your music." Heck yeah, that is
a valid
awesome.
friend.
Okay, all of you guys take notes because that is what you should do.
What's the best thing?
That's the best way to
how
support me
can
is
we
tell
help you?
your friends about my
Listen
music.
to my songs. Oh wait,
Yes,
tell other people too.
that's the best way to support me. Which song is your favorite one you made? Okay, I kind of answered
That
that.
was barely an answer.
Okay,
Overall, your
I like
favorite one?
adventure.
Dream
I like
World would probably be, I bet, your favorite.
yeah,
about it
Dream
all
World
the
might
time.
be like my pretty. I feel like Dream World might be the one that I enjoy listening to the most over time.
Mhm.
Like, still enjoy. So
I feel like Sparrow's like that. If you didn't hear his last album, there's like this. It's on the deluxe, right?
mhm.
Okay, the deluxe of the last one. There's this song Sparrow, and it's like goosebumps, man. It's so like chill, but delicate and very musical, very beautiful. I love it.
Matthew N says, got to see Holly Star live last week. She was great, but I think my siblings were a bit annoyed by me pointing out the songs you had background vocals in. That's awesome. Could you
We
hear
love
them?
Holly.
Could you hear my vocals live? I'm curious about that. Might be working with her on some of her new songs later this year, possibly.
Yeah, that will be really exciting.
Oh, I'm just getting to where everyone's saying hi, Savvy. Man, I am way
Hi.
behind. Jacob's Mix says, you've actually inspired me to make my own music. My artist name is Jacob's Mix.
That's awesome.
Nice. Savvy with an oversimplification. Matthew blinks. Mm-hmm.
That's how he makes music. He just
Drew, what's up,
breathes.
Drew? You've probably been on for a few minutes, but what's up? Hey. I'm apparently way behind on the comments, so sorry, guys. I liked the way you wrote Falling Faster, and you have to do that vibe again, please.
Oh, I bet you will.
Maybe kind of. That was, like, at least the way the drop was, that's a very specific vibe. But potentially, like, the rest of the song, like, I'll do similar-ish
I
vibe.
really liked how you processed your vocals so it sounds like it's kind of like you're falling super fast, you know? Do you know what I'm talking about? You have like a thing on your vocals.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I processed them cool, of course, you know, but I don't know.
I'll show you what I mean
Okay.
later.
All right. This stream has been brought to you by Amazing Orange. Amazing Orange.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, it
I
is.
thought you were just saying that.
No.
I was like, it's not
It
as funny
says
as...
Amazing Orange.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was like, it's not as funny as you think it is.
No,
Like,
no. If
it
I was
just the brand.
that is not very funny.
I was like,
It's
why
funny
is he
that they went
doing
with it.
that?
I actually love it. It's such a stupid little, like, it's like, wow, I see what you did there.
Someone says they're trying to learn to produce. The thing he always tells people is to just click on everything, figure out what it does.
Oh, yeah. In your music program, like, do what she said. Like, click on all the buttons, like, see what it does.
Yeah, like,
Usually you can figure out what it's doing. Sometimes you can't, and in that case, you learn everything else, but...
yeah. But there's also some tutorials that are good, but some are really bad. One of his friends says a good way to check if you want to listen to the person is to go to the end of the video and see what they made, and if you don't even like it, don't watch the video. Like,
Yeah.
only watch it if they made something you actually like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good advice.
My other biggest tip for producing, a lot of these tips that people give for stuff don't seem very helpful because they're like, there's not really any
Because
shortcuts.
they're like, figure it out.
There's not really any shortcuts for this kind of thing. but my biggest tip for producing and learning to do music is just you need to do a lot of it. You need to, like, you can't get good at it without having produced, like, a lot of songs generally. Some people kind of can luck into, like, being naturally good at some stuff, and that's fine. And, like, some people are decently good after, like, not having done music very long. For example,
Mykyl!
the guy I made this song with, Summer Home, Mykyl, he's only been doing music since like 2020. He's like my age though, but he's only been making music for a few years, but he's like very good at it. He just does very good intuitive stuff like in his songwriting, and it works and it's great.
Yeah.
So
like start as soon as you can, because if you hadn't started when you were 12, you wouldn't have been able to
yeah.
do those first couple albums when he was, what, 18?
I did music all the way from
But
when I
when
was...
did you do the first album?
The first album, like, that could be called an album, or like...
Yeah, let's say that.
Because I made albums that I didn't even release. The first one I don't even know what year I released my first album. Was it
How
like
many albums did you
2010 or
make
something?
before your first big album? I guess the Adventure album.
It's really hard to define my albums, guys, just so you know, because I put out some, like, an album, like, when I was independent, and then I put out some, like, my first official, but, like, how do you really define that? Because the other one was sort of official. But my first, I would say, good album, I put out, ooh, the countdown for
2
the...
minutes.
Sorry. So we're about to watch the premiere of the lyric video for Summer Home, the song that's coming out tonight.
Right.
Anyway,
The point is, if you
Yeah.
start early, you'll be good by a lot sooner.
that's the point,
Then if
yes.
you wait till you're like, oh, wait till I turn 20 to figure out what I'm gonna do, and then you have to get good at music, which is hard.
Yeah. Another thing I would say, if you, like, whatever part of music making you're going to be a part of, like, some people write songs, they don't produce, they hire a producer or whatever, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Whatever part of it you're going to be a part of, whatever part of the art you're going to be a part of, you need to kind of, like, get obsessed with the art of it, the creative side of it, and be like, ooh, I'm excited about doing this new crazy cool thing that I figured out. Or like, I'm excited about this song I'm making because I'm doing this, you know, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like...
Well, you used to say it's like music was your video game growing up.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the mentality. Like, you're really excited to go do it.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that vibe with music, like if you're not that excited...
You probably can't get very far.
Yeah.
And like,
That was
that's
sad.
fine,
What I
but
just did there.
basically get good, son.
Yeah, get good.
Yeah. And now we're probably even more behind on comments. So let's see, I can't see the numbers.
There was 30 seconds.
30 seconds? Okay. I better turn this
20
camera around. I'm gonna skip way ahead in the comments, sorry. 2, 1. Type, or would I just be the guy that you
motel, I was feeling so close to bro. All the letdown got me saying, oh well. If I were the last man alive, would I be your type, or would I just be the guy that your parents like? Can't stay, but I won't go. So I built a summer home in the friend zone. Wish I could call you mine. I'm blue cause you left me unread. My heart is on the line. You got me all up in my head. Should leave it all behind, so I don't end up here alone. But you're stuck on my mind, so I built a summer home in a friend zone. If I were the last man alive, would I go type, or would I just be the guy that your parents like? Can't stay, but I won't go, so I built a summer home in a friend zone.
All right, guys.
Is it a bop?
Is it a bop or...
Did you nod your head?
Is it a bop and a half?
Did,
Is it a whole bop?
please like it.
Please, guys, say that you like it. I put a lot of work into this.
I tried my best.
We did our most best. It is
Bop,
quite the
nah,
slapper,
fam.
says Drew. Bop, nah, fam. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a bop and 3/4. Yes, even better.
Dude,
Bop.
my favorite line is the I'm blue cause you left me on red. That's good.
Christian Simpson says, "What's it like being married and co-writing a song about being stuck in the friend zone?" It's great. It's the best. No, yeah, it's like feels a little weird writing some songs like that, but like it's not all songs that you sing as an artist have to be like you as the character in them, because
It'd be
it's
like
art.
writing a book and being like, oh, but I can't have people.
Yeah, I can't
that-
have unicorns
I
because they
can't
don't
write
exist.
I can't
or
write
I
a
can't,
girl character that's not my wife. Like, it's a little
Right.
weird. It's art.
I mean, some people might feel that way or something, but like, it's art. It's not. Not every song is an autobiography.
It's not always about you.
Yeah. But yeah. All right. Norma says, "I love the short that Mykyl put out of you wavering in the background. LOL." Yeah, I was waving, and then a guy in a wheelchair was coming up behind me to my left, and I
And
started
Matt has
moving,
zero
and I almost crashed
awareness
into him.
of his surroundings, and so he almost attacked the person in
I had
wheelchair.
zero awareness of someone coming up behind me when I stepped one step to the left.
Yeah.
Homie was driving up behind me, went
Driving.
just to my
You
left.
should have been able to hear it. But tunnel.
I don't think I could hear it. It was too loud there. Yeah. Jade says, "Your music is a different world entirely." Thank you.
Yes. Matt lives on a
Ike
different world entirely, so it makes
Ike
sense.
says, "Matt, why are your leads so good?" Because I put the sauce on them.
Sauce.
I don't have an answer for you.
It's because bro is an entire perfectionist. 100%. Like, he hears something and he's like, oh, that's good. And I'm like, great, use it. And he's like, no, I'm gonna spend an hour tinkering with it until it's perfect. And that's why they're so good. So his sample back will be coming, and you can use his hours of tinkering.
Oh, that drop lead is not exactly a lead. It was like I did like a chopped vocal of the vocal. And then I did have a lead layered with it, but I feel like that probably that isn't what you heard as much as the chopped vocal. Do you do this full time? Your music is so good. Thank you, dude. I do this full
He
time.
does it whenever he's not playing video games.
Yeah. No, I do music full time. I'm trying to like have some time for making my drum sample pack, which I'm gonna be selling to like on
And
Splice.
synths and stuff too.
Yeah. But yeah, I do play some video games too. Now and then.
And you can probably
Now and
play
again.
video games with him if you join the Discord.
Maybe.
Maybe. Most likely.
Emerald Tiger says, I can't ask to join your Minecraft server because I can't have Insta yet. Also, is it Java or Bedrock?
Ooh, so they can only use YouTube.
Um,
So can you have Facebook?
Can you have Discord is the question. If not, yeah, I'm not sure if you would be able to do the
Well,
Minecraft server.
how
But
would you send them a Discord link anyway?
I don't know, YouTube or something?
AOL Messenger. I don't even know what that is. They just, I keep seeing it in news.
Drew says, you are basically a fantasy writer, LOL.
Dude, you should have more dinosaurs and
Christian
dragons
said-
in your songs.
Yeah, I should. Christian says, haha, what a great answer. Thanks, I'm glad you liked it. Hudson says, I like how electronic it is. Heck yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a funny vibe because it's like the whole song besides the drops are like very like slightly electronic version of
'Cause he can't help it.
singer-songwriter, whatever. They're not very like EDM,
Matt
but
was
they like
trying to hold himself back and not be EDM.
but they do have like
But he
EDM
is.
plucks, sort of like chill plucks. But then the drops, they have a little bit of like electric guitar that Mykyl played, and they're kind of like a nice like mid-range energy where it's like it is high energy, but it's like not like heavy and or like crazy hard hitting. So I think it hits a nice little
Yeah, Matt
Middle.
was being chill.
middle vibe. I mean, it is pretty energetic too, but like, yeah, it's not like heavy or anything.
Bunch of people keep saying I need to be in a song. I'm in some songs, guys. You just don't even know about
Oh
it.
yeah, she sings a little bit of background vocals in Fade, actually, in the pre-chorus and bridge.
Yeah, but that's not the big one.
And the big one is she
I'm
did
actually in.
she did the voiceover in Boss Level.
I'm the computer.
She's the
He
computer
didn't think I could do
voice.
it. I was like, I can do a computer voice, bro. I can do it.
26K units of Beast says, there's a Discord? Yes,
Okay,
there...
lots of Discord questions, yeah.
Okay, there is, yes.
Can you put a link
Okay,
in
you
it
know
in the
what?
chat? Bet you can.
I can't really because I would have to go out of YouTube.
But I
to
can
get
do
the
it,
link.
maybe.
Savvy's gonna try.
I'm gonna try use my brain head. I don't know if it'll work.
But yeah, if you guys want to join my Discord, you can. You know what I could do, Savvy? I could add it temporarily to the description of Summer Home lyric video
Yeah,
on YouTube.
that's a good idea.
That might work. I feel like I would have to do that. Should I do that now or like after the stream is done?
Is this the button?
Yes. Commander Chaos says, my wife says, all your songs are straight bangers. We love you. Thank you, Commander Chaos's wife. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I love making songs that like, they're like, they hit like this middle spot of like, oh, I was just talking with someone recently about it. I was like, my songs are like EDM that wouldn't offend your mom. Just the sound of it, not like the lyrics, because the lyrics are obviously like clean and stuff too.
Okay, I tried to send the Discord link. It maybe is there.
Okay.
I don't know how this works.
Mary says Discord's called Matthew Parker's Adventurers. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm scrolling down. It hasn't showed up yet.
Yeah, maybe it
But I
won't
think it will
because
unless it...
I sent a link.
King Lego Hyrule says, is Savvy also the female vocals in Sailboat? No, that's someone else
Yeah,
I know.
that's not me.
Different singer.
But my sister's the girl in the video. If you
Yeah.
watch any of our music videos.
Yeah.
And she's pretty.
Don't forget Savvy and Patty Marker's music. No, that's not
That
Savvy.
is
That's
Mavi.
That's Mavi Parkasaurus.
And Mavi is a talent.
She's very
Truly.
talented, yes. Yes, very
How many of
talented.
you people have listened to those? Which of you have branched out into Patty Marker's music?
Are all of you familiar with Patty Marker? The he's the best singer in the world, allegedly. Lovejoy Peace says, "Hi Matthew, I'm a 10-year-old and you really inspired me." Thanks, dude. I'm assuming, I don't know if you're a guy
It's
or
probably
girl,
their
but
family's account.
I'm glad I inspired you. Jade says, "Wow, please do the voice, Savvy."
Welcome to Boss Level, where violence is always the answer.
Aragon 12 says, "At work, so my own brain head don't work." LOL.
But you know Aragon, I'm assuming from your name, so that makes you my hero right now. Good luck at work.
Emerald Tiger says, "Is it Java or Bedrock server though?"
He's genius.
So it's basically both. It's actually a Java, but I have plugins on there so the Bedrock people can play on it as well. So it's basically both, but it's Java really.
If you didn't see on Instagram, he did a song reveal, like an early listening party
Oh yeah, I
to one
did
of his
like a
songs
Minecraft.
on the Minecraft server.
Yeah, it was fun.
And there's all sorts of like special art he's made. Like if you put up the Minecraft paintings, there's one of him as Mona Lisa, and it's worth joining just for that.
It's the Mata Lisa. Aragon 12 says, "Yep, definitely true. My mom ended up adding you on her Pandora, LOL." Oh, nice.
Go mom.
Oh, what I was saying about EDM that won't offend your mom. Yeah. Saw your post about having Dove Awards add EDM. How do we sign that petition? Yeah, so I was sharing something someone else said, that the Dove Awards should have an EDM section or whatever. I don't know if there's a petition to sign. Yeah, I don't know if there is one to sign, but I hope they do that. Have you heard of Dan Bremnes? I don't know how to say that. Yes, I have. I know who he is.
Dude, when you didn't know how to say it,
But I don't know
was
how
like,
to...
Nope.
I've seen it written. I've seen his name written a lot, but Dan
was
Brem?
really
I think
funny.
it's Dan Brems.
Patty Marker's music is the best.
Yeah.
He would agree with you.
Drew said, "I think I literally found you at church the week after that dropped." Wait, which one? Oh, Patty Marker,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Chestnuts roasting on an open
You gotta do
fire.
the voice, man. You can't just read it.
Lily says, "Oh yeah, just waiting for Erwin to drop a song." Have you heard of Everfound? No, but that sounds like a Christian metal band name.
That's what I would name my band.
Matthew N says,
Everfound.
"What do you mean? Erwin produces every MP track." No, that's just a rumor that's going around. It's going around.
Started by the striking workers
Mm-hmm.
at Matthew Parker.
Caitlin
Inc.
says, "Can Savvy have her own song?"
Yeah, we can have my own song.
Yeah. What is your favorite video game and why? Oh, okay. Yes. I think I can pick a favorite. I have a few favorites, but I think I can pick one favorite. It's called Paladins. It's a lot like Overwatch, but better, in my opinion. Yeah, it's super fun. It's like a 5v5 hero shooter or whatever. But yeah, it's really fun, called Paladins. My other favorite games are Valorant, Minecraft, Fortnite, no build mode. Yeah.
My favorite game is Skyrim. No one asked, but I'm telling you anyway.
That's your favorite?
Oh yeah, Skyrim's great.
Okay.
Well, the Harry Potter game was really good too.
Yeah, you liked that one a
Legacy,
lot.
Hogwarts Legacy. It was dope. I flew on a broom.
Drew says, so when are we getting Irwin's lo-fi beats to chill to?
Bro, Matt's been talking about making lo-fi. He's like, I want to make some lo-fi.
Yeah, I want to make
That's
some
how he
lo-fi.
says it with his eyes like that. Just want to make some lo-fi.
Just want to make some lo-fi, dude. Emerald Tiger says, what is Pathy Marker? So, he makes great Christmas music songs.
Matt's
You
nieces
would have
and
to look
nephews
them up.
love Pathy Marker. If you
You-
have kids, be careful,
Just search
Watching
Pathy
this.
Marker,
because they will love
and
it.
you will find. Seek and you will find it. Emma says, I've been listening. Oh, it keeps moving. To your stuff while I paint and draw.
Oh,
Nice.
I like that. That is
Jacob's
relatable.
Mix says, me and my girlfriend loved your song and is super relative to our relationship. Oh, nice.
Hopefully not this song.
Yeah, hopefully not this one. Savvy needs her own club, lol.
I could build a treehouse in our backyard and I could start a club.
Oh, Rachel Wood says, I've heard your music on a radio station in New Zealand. It was so exciting. Nice.
Nice.
Like that's how you heard about me or what?
What song was so popular in Australia, Matt? Was
Oh,
that
I
you?
don't know, a few of them. Misfit Explorer says, Erwin's lo-fi beats would be a vibe.
It really would be.
Yeah.
That will probably have to happen.
So I've thought of a few different like artist names, and I recently was like thought about the idea of it could be something about Erwin, like either just Erwin the penguin or
The
like
feeling of staring into Erwin's eyes. Call it that.
how do we join the Discord? Okay, I'm gonna put a link. You know what? I can probably do that while I talk to you guys, right? Probably.
Matt's
I'm great at this.
multitasking master.
Discord has to update. Great. Oh, it did it quick. Anyway, I'm gonna put a link to it in the lyric video on YouTube, which is not this live, but like on my channel. I'll put it in the description temporarily. Okay. I'm multitasking right now.
Just keep saying you're multitasking and that
Don't
will count.
Listen, it's multitasking because I'm doing this and worrying about not doing a great job with this.
Oh my gosh. No one can beat
Okay,
Pathy
I'm
with
almost done.
vocals.
I'm almost done, guys.
Will Pathy Marker be joining us this December?
Join my
Almost
Discord.
for sure, dudes.
All right.
Probably.
I hope that link
Hey,
works
Matt.
for more than
Hey,
one
Matt.
person.
Can you rap?
Can I rap?
Can you?
Not really. I have tried. My voice is not very good for it. It's too like white. I was gonna say something else like mid-rangey, but it's just too white, to be honest. Can you sing one of your songs live? That would cost extra. Matt should give us the link in a second. Yes. Yes. It's in the
So the YouTube video description.
Summer Home lyric video description.
Haha.
So you can
Get
join
your
my
baited.
Discord.
Now you have to go listen to the song.
I feel like I might have had a setting where that can only... I can't change settings right now. That's too much work. I need to like be talking to you guys. So if that doesn't work for more than one person, I'll fix it later. Yeah, I feel like it only worked for one person, that link. Anyway, sorry. Ooh, it says I have a bad connection.
Very bad.
It says very bad connection. I don't know if you guys can hear me well, but we're
Isn't that
vibing.
you?
You can hear me? That's great.
I'm still here.
Why does this still say there's a very bad connection?
No, but your comments aren't updating either.
Yeah,
So I think it's telling the truth.
possibly. Jade says, yo, Sam Bowman in the house.
Sam Bowman.
Yes, Susan
be in our
Sieber
house.
says Bird's Eye View was the recent popular one in Australia.
Look at me. I know things. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
mean literally look at me. Look at me.
I don't know if everyone can see us or not, but will Patty Marker be joining us this December? Probably.
Why, certainly.
It's the tradition. It's the tradition. Yeah, so I hope you guys can still see and hear us, but
Maybe you should just start it again.
I don't know, maybe.
Wait,
Oh, it's
comments.
okay. Okay, I think it's better now. Free says, you are my favorite artist. I love your music and your songs are the ones I enjoy the most when I listen to them with headphones. Keep glorifying the Lord with your talent. Will do. Yeah. I'm so glad that you like my music. Trying to make stuff that people like to listen to, like, that has, like, good emotions to it, good vibes to it. Yeah, good vibes.
Not super depressing.
Kind of a variety of vibes, too. Like, some sad ones,
What if that's,
lots of happy ones.
like what a box of chocolate said? Variety of vibes. Have the chocolate. Then you're just like, I want the sad chocolate. Do you? Do you want the sad
Do I want
chocolate?
the sad chocolate? Yes. Yep.
The Discord link worked for someone. That's good. We like that. Do we like sports? We like sports. Sports! Go sports!
Yes, we do like sports. Savvy and I both played soccer growing up separately. We didn't know each other growing up.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have liked me as much.
I was incredibly hyper. No one liked me.
She also played volleyball,
Basketball.
basketball,
I ran.
running. Why is running a sport?
I don't know. So they can make you run for other sports so that you'll be better doing soccer.
They're like, go. You're the fastest.
You're the fastest. You win.
You win.
Oh, gosh.
I mean,
Yes.
really, what is any sport? Like, if you simplify it, they're all kind of like that, but...
So Matt probably likes... We play volleyball the most when we actually play sports. And I do set him, and he do
I guess we do,
spike it
yeah.
on dim heads.
Volleyball's my favorite one to play, just because... First of all, you don't have to run, like, at all, practically.
That's very lazy.
Kinda. I still...
You were supposed to say yes. Supposed to fight it a little bit.
I said kinda.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I still really like to play soccer. It's a little harder since breaking my leg. Like what was it?
It was
Wait,
2018.
it was 2018?
Mm-hmm. And we started dating right after you broke your leg.
Not like right after, because it
It's
was
like
already
2 months later.
almost healed. So it was in September that I broke my leg.
And we dated in December.
Wait, no. It was the last day of August that I broke my leg.
That changes everything.
Yeah. Anyway.
Would it be hard to pull off a song every week? Somehow I can pull it off. Matt is super perfectionistic.
That would be hard
so I don't
for
think
me.
he would do that.
Technically I could, but it wouldn't be fun.
But Matt makes all his own art. He produces his track. He writes the track.
Yeah, so like
Like he does all
just
of
making the song, I could make a song a week, but it would not be like good for the songs. Like they wouldn't be able to be as good overall because they would have to be a little rushed. But it's definitely possible. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. I like doing a song, like either a song a month or like a song every 2 months or so.
Someone said I'm super hyper and no one likes me either. It's okay.
It's okay. She understands.
I'm doing great. It gets better.
You can't say these things.
I'm kidding.
Savvy.
I'm kidding. I'm crying, but I'm kidding.
Gotta go fast. It'd be cool to get some animators to do a music video. It really would. Break a leg at your next volleyball game.
That's so mean.
I won't. Drew, the deadpan. That changes everything was iconic. Savvy.
Yeah.
What is Matthew's definition of success? Okay, so
Getting
yes.
to make music all the time.
Overall, I would say my definition of success, it depends on what you mean. My definition of success for myself, I'm assuming that's what you mean. For me, it's just being able to...
What's your definition of success for, who is it? SS Productions. What does it mean for them to succeed?
Making a song a week. No, but yeah, for me, I would say just being able to do what I love, making music, and make a living doing it, and...
Not have to work in a factory anymore.
Yes. And being able to interact with you guys, like fans and such. So I'm a success. But I would like to be more of a success too. I'm striving for upwards always.
It's like, did you guys ever play Upward, like sports when you were young? You didn't do that. You did ASO. But Upward's amazing, and if you're nice to people, sometimes they give you a little white star, and it's the Christian Award, and you can turn it in for a free concession snack.
Sorry,
Did you guys do that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I just realized I made a mistake. Erwin's not in this lyric video. Might have to re-upload it,
You
man.
might need to.
Oh no, dude. Rushed job, man. Yeah, okay. Hey Matt, what is the penguin's name that's always in the music videos? He's so iconic, LOL. His name is Erwin. He's Erwin the penguin. He's right here. What's
He was
up?
at our wedding.
What's up? Yeah, he is
Erwin is
iconic. He's
iconic.
amazing. Dude, now I'm trying to think about if it would be worth it to delete the lyric video and re-upload it with Erwin in it.
No, you just change the front to have Erwin on it. What's the title screen called?
The thumbnail?
Thumbnail. Ooh,
I
my brain.
could. That's kind of awkward.
It's a joke. I wasn't being serious.
I'll figure that out later. Oh, here we go. King Lego Hyrule says, I played Upward.
Let's go!
That makes 2 of you.
It's fun. When I played Upward in 3rd grade, we had scrimmage practice on Thursdays. And we would have our little, practice, all the 8-year-olds and girls team. But the boys team was practicing on the other half of the field. And at the end of practice, we would scrimmage them. And right before, they always made me pray. And I would always pray that we would beat the boys. And we never did. Not a single time. Not even once. But we tried. And that's the type of things Upward does for you.
MLM says, what was your inspiration when writing Hideaway? I love that song. Yeah, so made that song with Gladden, and he was over. We wrote that together. That song is just about the person in your life, or it could actually be about God too. Depends on the person. But the person in your life who is the person you go to when you need to get away and recharge, whatever. the person that you can trust and feel safe with, whatever. Or it's about God. Either way. What is your favorite car?
He likes those Volkswagen van, like buses.
I do like those, yeah.
He's told me that a few times. And we have a funny story from when we were dating. We were in this.
Yeah.
Can I tell this?
Uh-huh.
We were in a airport parking garage looking for ice cream. That's real. And
Because there was a Baskin Robbins in the local airport, and it was
We
the
couldn't
only
get
one
in.
around. But you
Yeah.
can't get in there unless you're like,
I should have a ticket. It was
unless
past
you're
the park.
going through security. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're looking at like this sun setting as we go back to the car, and we start talking about like the cars that are around, and I figured out that Matt didn't know what any of the logos were for.
So I've never really paid attention to cars that much growing up. So like, you know how some people, I'd say a lot of people know a lot of car brands and like, they see a car, they can like identify it.
Yeah. So I'd like
I've never did that.
point at a car and be like, "What do you think that is?" And you would say Mercedes, and it would be
So
like
like
an
the car
Acura.
logos. She's talking about the car logos.
Yeah.
Like she'd be like, "What is that logo? What is that brand?" Or yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, I was like, Mercedes.
Yeah. And after he says it like 3 or 4 times, I was like, this is hilarious. So finally I point to an actual Mercedes, but he doesn't want to answer anymore. So he goes, I don't know. I was like, it's a Mercedes. And he goes, you said, I thought it was a Mercedes, but even more. And it was great. And that was a fun game for a while. And then he learned all the brands. And
Yeah, I
The
did
game
learn
was
all
over.
of them eventually. Yep.
what is your taste in movies?
What's your taste in movies? I'm not super picky about movies. I like most movies, even the ones that like don't do as well or that people are like that's not as good. I'm usually like, I liked it.
Yeah, we're probably the worst people to ask for like a review of a movie because both of us have really low standards. We're like, yeah, it was fun. I believed it.
I'm not
Happy.
really sad about not being too picky about movies though. I mean, hey, I would rather like more movies.
Yeah.
I had Erwin. We'll rewatch it. I might. I'm thinking about it. I don't know how important it is to me. It might be important to me. I don't know. What's your favorite song that you have made? I already answered this earlier in the stream, but possibly Dream World. How did you meet Savvy? Yeah, okay, so she went to the same college as my brother Luke. He's the brother directly younger than me. They went to Bob Jones here in Greenville, South Carolina, and they were both guitar majors at the time. And then Luke didn't go there anymore, but Savvy and Luke were still friends. So I met her through my brother Luke. She would come over here sometimes to play guitar with Luke, and I would like be like, "Hey, I can play guitar too. I'll come out and hang out." So, yep.
So I
pretty
showed
much
up
how I
at his
met.
house.
Yep, she kind of showed up to my house, where
was
Luke
like-
and I lived,
What's up?
which is this house actually. So.
Yeah, we kicked Luke out.
Emerald Tiger says, I've run out of interesting questions, LOL.
You can ask
That's
boring
okay.
questions.
Yeah, you can ask boring questions. What is your taste in books?
Yeah, Matt, what books do you like?
So I was a bit of a reader as a kid. Then when I grew up, I didn't read as much just because I was making music, like low key actually though. So
All the
I
time.
don't read as much anymore. But when I was younger, there were a few series I really liked. One of them, probably a lot of you would know, I really liked the Redwall books. It kind of sounds dumb when you describe them, but they're actually great.
It's about a mouse.
So it's like woodland creatures are like all the characters. There's no like people in them. It's all like animals, but they're like people obviously, and they have like this like it's almost like it's not a castle. It's like an abbey. It's called Redwall Abbey, and there's just these big stone walls. And basically there's all the evil creatures, like weasels, stoats, I can't remember. Foxes are kind of like in the middle, I think. But anyway, there's like the bad creatures and the good ones. And the bad ones are always like evil and trying to take over the abbey and stuff. So yeah, like I said, it sounds dumb when you describe it, but they were great. I would probably still read one of those books. Caitlin says, do either of you have ADHD? I'm wondering because I do. Savvy thinks she does.
I probably do. I do take Adderall for a different medical condition, but it has helped me with things that would resemble ADHD. So, yeah, welcome to the club if you do have it. It's a wild ride.
Jade says, Savvy, what book were you reading in the YPR behind the scenes video?
There was a couple books I read then. Fireborn, which is like a dragon book, but it was like so emotional. I wasn't prepared for like the mental and emotional toll that book was going to take on me. Mostly I read dragon books. If it's about a dragon, I read it.
She likes there to be a dragon
like
in any book that she reads. Yep.
And the other book I read was actually recommended to me, and I wouldn't recommend it. I don't remember. It's something about this lady who never ages, but like people can't see her either. I don't remember what it was called, but I wouldn't recommend it anyway. So it was either one of those.
Drew said, quite literally wandered in your house. Yes, Savvy wandered into my house, and I was like, hey, what's up? Aragon says, someone mentioned books.
Yeah.
Emerald Tigress
Books
says, favorite superhero, Marvel and DC. Marvel, man. I have to say either Spider-Man or Captain America.
Yeah, I would have said Captain America before Spider-Man was
I'm
part
a
of
little basic when it comes to
I
some
don't think
things
Spider-Man
like that.
counts, because, like, Marvel just got Spider-Man. He wasn't part of their thing for forever.
Yeah, true. Then Captain America, I guess. DC, I don't even remember who's in DC besides Batman.
Who's the guy with the... I forgot his name now. The Winter Soldier. I like him. He's crazy.
Is he a superhero?
Bucky. Well, yeah, he's got super strength and stuff. He's kind of morally gray, I guess. I like him. And I like Wonder Woman.
Drew says Redwall is underrated. Heck yeah, it is. Norma says my brother likes Redwall. And then Emerald Tigress says Redwall.
Redwall.
Good comment.
The army of Redwall.
I used to love Redwall. LOL. Yeah. Me too.
Matt,
SS Production
don't
says,
hate them.
Don't hate me, but I still think Tidal Wave is your best song.
I know you're gonna hate them, but
okay.
don't.
I'm trying not to hate you.
Stop! Don't hate them. Tidal Wave is really fun. Like a tidal
I do think I like lucked into a really good thing when I figured out how to meld the vocal into that like bass. So it's like vocal and then it goes into wave all in bass, and it's like very cool. Mary said, who fell for the other first? I'm so curious. That is a good question.
I don't know. My brother told me to date him. And I was like, okay. And then he told me to marry him, and I was like, you right.
You not wrong.
You're not wrong. This is my little brother, who is not little anymore.
I don't think you would have not dated or married me if he hadn't said that anyway.
But I like to give him credit because he's so proud of himself. I don't know which of us fell for the other first.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard. We were just kind of equally making plans. Like, I would be like, do you want to go to this dating thing at my school? You can come if you want. And he'd be like, yeah. And then he'd be like, you want to go get tacos? So it was pretty even as far as like reaching out to each other.
Norma says, I have to go, but hopefully see you on your Minecraft server or on your next stream. Yeah, thanks so much for joining. Hopefully, I didn't miss you saying adios. But yeah, thanks for joining. Misfit Explorer says, Mary, fully invested. You play Minecraft? Question mark. Sometimes. I haven't as much recently,
We
but
haven't gotten to play with the new update yet. I need to do that.
well, I sort of did. I planted some cherry trees
You did without me?
on my server.
This is what betrayal looks like right now.
Lovejoy P says the first song I heard from I think was I'll Remember This. Yeah, that's a good one with Chris Allen. They fell on top of each other. Okay. Matt the Lego Maniac, first of all, great name,
That's an
says
amazing
you've
name.
got so many great songs. Which was the most fun to produce? Oh man, that's a weird question. Maybe Boss Level. Like,
Boss Level
that
was
was really
insane.
hard. It was hard to produce too, but I mean, fun in the sense of like, fun to see it take shape, I guess. First song I heard from you was Bittersweet, and then I couldn't stop listening to the rest of your music. Oh wow, that is a really interesting first song.
Yeah.
Where did you hear it? On like Spotify or something? I'm curious how you would have found me through hearing Bittersweet, like where it would just show up. Wise beyond his year, that brother. Do you like horror, i.e. Ban, FNAF, etc.? Not really. I don't really know what most of that is. But yeah, I'm not really into horror stuff. I will say the closest thing I get to that is I actually realized I kind of like watching like zombie movies. It's just kind of fascinating, like the idea, like what if, because you know, like even though it probably is not a thing that could happen, like it's probably not realistic. It seems like it could, right? Like we can wrap our minds around that kind of idea.
You know what's better
It's a
than,
pretty cool
than you
idea.
would think it would be? Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. It's amazing.
I still haven't.
I
seen
tried to
the
get you to
whole
watch
thing.
it, and you like talked the whole time.
I was probably talking to you,
Mm.
so that was
I
like
guess
when
you
we were
can talk
dating.
to me.
Fonson says Clemson or Gamecocks. So those are some teams that are in South Carolina. I don't really watch football
Gamecocks.
ever.
100%.
Gamecocks, yes.
But only because a lot of people who cheer for Clemson are really mean to Gamecock fans. And I'm like, I don't like that. So,
Yeah.
no.
Aragon says, on the same theme of what was your favorite song to make, what was your favorite music video to make? That's a good question.
Ooh.
They were all pretty interesting to make.
Hideaway was very fun to make.
Hideaway was very fun because we got to hang out with Gladden.
But I
he's
had to
dope.
run so much for that.
Yeah.
There's like 2 shots in that where you see like the camera go down a road up to Gladden. It's like, vroom, and that's just me running.
Yep.
Only Matt made us film it like 20 times at least.
Well, it wasn't me making you film it. We had to get the right take. It wasn't right until the last one or two.
I ran so far.
King Lego Hyrule says Dark Mirage and all of the Last Life EP is so good. Thanks, man. I really like that. So that little short, I would say, era of songs are kind of interesting because they're more of like a darker vibe than the stuff before and after them. So, but I'll probably do some of that type of vibe again at some point. In 7th grade, I told one of my teachers about you.
What did you tell them?
The secret is out. No, I don't know. What did you tell them?
Dude, Dark Mirage, fun fact. I have really, really bad nightmares, and that's what Dark Mirage is originally based off. Is like these crazy nightmares I have.
Mm-hmm. What is one thing you like about yourself? That's a nice question. I like how I'm pretty good at being chill when bad or stressful things happen, and I can just be like, it's fine, we'll deal with it. Like, that's
His
my
denial
reaction.
game is strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, like, I guess my chillness. Jade says, yes, I heard it on Spotify. LOL. I was half asleep and realized it wasn't on my playlist, so I did some investigating, and then I heard Braver, and I was sold.
Braver
Nice.
is like one of his best songs for shows, I feel like.
Yeah, because that's the crowd echo thing.
It's super fun.
King Lego says, so no. Savvy Pete in 2023. What is your favorite art style? Oh, I don't know. I do like styles that are like not real, like don't look like real life. They're like, it's kind of hard to describe, but like artistic,
Impressionistic.
like flat colors in one area, then flat in another, like not the realistic shading or whatever. Also, like some styles that are like, I don't know, some sort of like cartoony stuff, but not like goofy cartoony. Like anime is one type of thing that's sort of like what I'm talking about, but there's all kinds of styles within that like whole realm.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to describe. I don't know the right terms, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely not
But yeah.
anime what you like though.
Yeah, like I don't specific. I mean I like anime style, but it's not like my favorite style that I'd go for. Aragon says, fun fact about Dark Mirage: we were allowed in a college speech class to read a poem or lyrics, so read that one since it was the newest song. LOL.
Oh, that's super
Oh, nice. That would be an interesting one to read as like a poem. I feel like it would work because the lyrics were pretty interesting.
Cool. Did you like your college speech class? I loved speech class. It was like my favorite class, that like of the ones you're required to take. But everyone else I know who had one, like they went to a liberal arts college and had to do one of those, they all hate it, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Christina Morel says, shout out from Philippines. Love your new
Hey.
song. Thank you. Thank you.
The lady who taught me piano moved to the Philippines and teaches at a music school there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to go.
In the music video Hideaway, who was under the huge squirrel costume? So that that clip is actually from
It's stolen.
Gladden's other music video. We just grabbed it for a moment because it was like,
Because it's so surreal.
it was saying like it was his dream almost. Like
Yeah.
that part was just a dream from him in the lyrics or something. Drew says Studio Ghibli art style is best. I don't remember exactly what that is, but I feel like I saw that at some point and I liked it. So I would probably agree with you. Earl the Moose says one song every day. What's
Earl
up,
knows.
Luke?
What's up?
I'm not going to be putting on a song every day, but thanks. Emerald Tiger says, you ever watched Stargate? No, what is that? That's not like...
Is it like a movie that's like a, like making fun of Star Trek? But it's like a joke movie where they're the old Star Trek actors, but not really. But then it turns out their show was actually real. And there's a planet of people who watch the show, but they don't know what lies are or what fiction is. Is it that movie? I want to know.
Is it?
Because if so, never seen it. No, I saw it. If it's that.
Lovejoy P says, are you a Christian? Yes, I am. Jesse Wildman, in a similar vein, says, how is the Lord growing you together in faith right now? I'm about to get married, and I'm excited for how the Lord will grow our faith together. I would say we're just happen to learn to trust him about some things right now that we aren't able to, like, fix entirely ourselves. Or, like, just, yeah, things that we have to worry about, trying to, like, give those to him and not be too worried about him. Aragon 12 says Galaxy Quest is the spoof of Star Trek. LOL.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's
cool.
probably what
So
you're
not
talking
the
about.
same one.
And Spaceballs is the spoof of Star Wars. Also really funny.
I haven't
Those
seen
sound
that
really
one.
funny. I feel like I would like to see those.
What was the one? That was the one I was talking about? Galaxy?
Galaxy Quest.
You would like it. It's pretty funny.
We should watch it. What are your thoughts on Instagram's new broadcast messaging system? I like it. Yeah, so I just made one actually.
I feel like it's
So
a
if
lot
you're on
like
Instagram, you should go to my profile and join it if you want to. It's a little bit like Discord, except on Discord usually, depending on the settings, like you can message back, like you guys joining a Discord server could send messages, whatever. But in the broadcast channels on Instagram, only the owner or collaborators or moderators that they add can send messages. So anyway, I think they're good. If people want to join them, that's great to get like news, whatever, from musicians or whoever. But if they don't like them anymore, they can just leave. Like you can just leave it if you don't like it. So
Yeah, it would not be a good idea to stay if you don't like it, because then you're just annoyed all the time.
yeah, but yeah,
You'd be like, man, I wish I could do something about this.
If
and
you guys are-
can, but you just don't. So you're just sad.
yeah. So anyway, if you're on Instagram, you should go join my broadcast channel. I'm trying to only send, messages on there or whatever that are exciting, good, whatever, not spamming. So, but anyway,
Sometimes
you should
he
join.
sends pictures of frogs, if you like frogs.
I don't do that.
I like
King
frogs.
Lego says, I love Ebb and Flow too, by the way. One of the songs I start people off on whenever I recommend you.
That's
Oh,
with
nice.
Sander.
The
Sander's
song
our
I
buddy.
usually recommend to people is Never Giving Up on You because it's one of my favorites. Oh, nice. It's got those tropical vibes. Yeah. Yeah, hey, but guys,
But guys,
I think we
So
should
dudes.
start thinking about wrapping it up. Any final questions before we wrap it up?
before we say
Adieu.
so long, farewell, adieu,
I'll
say
drink some
goodnight.
amazing orange.
That was beautiful. You should be a singer.
Thank you. I should be a songwriter
Ooh.
when I grow up. Is this a question?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Bye then, says the Emerald Tigress.
Bye then.
Bye then. No, okay, I haven't talked as much as I probably should have about my new song. But yeah, it's out tonight at midnight called Summer Home. Make sure you add it to your playlist on Spotify, or are any of you guys like Apple Music users?
Are you?
Well, are ya? Or if you're just a YouTube music user, it's on YouTube as well. But I don't get paid as much for YouTube.
Amazon Music question mark.
Yeah, it
Yes.
should be on Amazon. Amazon.
And Erwin is enjoying himself, Ace, but he's doing it by judging people, which isn't the best way to enjoy yourself, but for him it really works.
King Lego says, enjoy your energy drinks. I did this morning. Yes. Orange. Is Amazing Orange sponsoring this video? Unofficially, yeah. But they're not paying me. They're just giving me refreshing, cool
They give
taste.
him this drink if he pays for it.
At a low price. I use Apple Music. Nice. Ace says I'm a Spotify user. Well, they're both great.
And everyone's
Everyone is a winner. Everyone is great. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us. It was a fun time. Thanks for sending comments so we have something to talk about. Oh, you remember Ivan and his sisters? Say hi if you remember them. I do remember them. That's one of Erwin's cousins is Ivan. Mary says, Matthew, good luck when you come back on Discord. Oh no, there must be like a bunch of new people.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully they're not causing chaos. But yeah, thanks y'all for joining. It was a good time. Make sure you check out my new song, and make sure you guys keep updated on. I'm putting a new song out every single month, so not necessarily like the same day every month, so you'll have to pay attention to my YouTube, my Instagram, whatever, to find it. But yeet.
See you, bros.
Thanks, guys.
It was
Later.
fun.
Bye.